I think we're ready. Oh, I just knocked over my trash can. Come on in. Always something new around here, isn't there? I'm so glad you're here. If you are in a stormy place in the United States, please watch Ryan Hall instead of me. I don't want anybody hurt. It looks gnarly out there. I've been watching this afternoon. Anyway, we want you safe because you can't make cards if you're not safe. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. This is not Craft Roulette. This is In Review, which is Craft Roulette Part 2, featuring you, our card contributors. And you guys always send in so many good cards. This week has been no exception, and there's more coming. We're at 335, I think. And they were a little bit disjointed, but totally worked together. You guys have just, I don't know if you all have put your cards in yet, but there's some really, really fun, cute, darling ideas. We're going to look at a few here in just a few minutes. But what is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. And when we're here, we always want you here too, and that's true for In Review. We have 3 parts of this show. We have 3 parts of this show. We have mail call, and I've got some good stuff, including some things for Piperganza. This is a brand new shirt, so I left the tag on because I don't get that many brand new shirts. And I thought, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take the Band-Aid off at one time. Ow! It's okay. I'm okay. But this is our new Piperganza t-shirt. I also have the Piperganza hoodie. I'm pretty excited to wear that, but maybe not till later. I want it to be spring. But what was I saying? Mail calls, card slideshow. We will be reviewing some of your cards that are already in the gallery this week, and then the very fast-paced, interactive card detective game, Whodunit. And I've got a good one for you tonight. Last week, I didn't have much of a plan. This week, I have a huge plan, and I have 19 steps. So we'll see what step you catch me on. But we always start off with, how are you guys? That's not where we always start off, but how are you guys? I see Sally and Pam and Christina. I've been seeing you guys are getting your pods ready and excited about it. It's so fun. This is the new t-shirt. But the ones that are current, we ordered these before we had the 2025 on them. So I will tell you, it's kind of stinky, but I think I can probably re-stink it with my own little smells. But it's good to see you guys. Connie and in Wichita. Aren't you glad we're not getting these storms? Marjorie, I saw you need to just, you're very excited, and I love that. Quasi Kitty, we had Quasi Kitty on last week in our 3rd show, which is our member show. And the member show is 4 members with a member about the member cards. And I enjoyed my time with Quasi Kitty, as I always do. We have one scheduled for next week. We do have our guest as a mystery until we get that done. So, anyway, I did read about this. It looks like I'm reading about it in the Exceptionally Bad Dad Joke book, but I did read about this happening in Australia. Yeah, it said my best mate's wife ended up giving birth to their son in a car. Isn't that scary? That would be so scary. I'll see it on TV. They didn't know what to name him at first, but they ended up naming him Carson. That's worth a heart. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's what that is. Well, with that, no further ado for us. Welcome and have a seat and get ready to catch me later in the show. This is my mail this week. We've got a great big box of swag once again, and we're going to start off with Mary Poppins. Sally Butler is in the chatter box as relatively thoughtful. We're going to open one of these up in just a minute, even though I'm going to cut her or something. And then we got this box of swag bag contents from our friends at Brutus Monroe. There's different cute little stamp sets, and they each one of our swag bags will be getting one randomly. We'll see. We'll see what y'all come up with. These are kind of falling apart. But these are cute little things. Christopher's been on the show. It's been a long time. But we thank you guys at Brutus Monroe for sending these cute stamps our way. Now, relatively thoughtful. It's a company in England. Let's see if I can do it without breaking her. No, I don't think so. Well, this will be for somebody I know. No, maybe, nah, it's not going to work. Okay, Mary, I'm sorry. Maybe I can just re-glue you and nobody will know the difference. Sorry, don't look. Oh, right through her eyebrows. This is a little kit, a mini kit that will also be in your swag bags. Featuring Mary Poppins, which is Sally's latest, issue, which just went out yesterday. And this is what you get when you buy the paper from her. She does these beautiful jobs. They're a little bit, how big are they? It's like 12 by 8.5 or something, but it's a little bit bigger than a normal paper. And you've got this little front page, and you can always cut those pieces out. Coordinating die or cardstock and some little pretty thing. Oh, look at that, a little holly. And some silhouettes. Those are so cute. And the flowers are beautiful. Hope you have a practically perfect day. That's adorable. So those all are going to be in the swag bags for each and every guest. Plus, she has a little flyer here that this is true for all of you Paperganza people, or I mean all of you Craft Roulette people, I believe, is she has special free delivery for us. So don't ever, you can go over to Craft Roulette if that's not true. I may have made that up, but I think it's true. And go over to craftroulette.live under Associates, Sponsors, and don't hold her to it if I made a mistake. But look that up and see all the things. This one also, okay, so she also has a challenge every month. Let me think this through. She also has a challenge every month, and she gives you a few free pieces of her cardstock and things and images so that you can use them. You can go to Relatively Thoughtful, and I got mine and I made a card with it today. Looky there. So that was a real fun little set to have. And you can join the challenge. It's just a lot of fun. She's got really cute stuff. All right. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Brutus Monroe. And let's get to the mail. What do we have here? Oh, this is cute from Susie Moore. This was from Valentine's Day. I'm almost caught up with my mail. That's always a good thing. And let's see what Susie Moore made. Look how cute that little key ring is. And that looks like a real little key ring thing. And then she's got die cuts. A snazzy little tassel. A skeleton key. Ooh, and a heart. Silver and gold. Those are beautiful. You know, I've seen people on the internet use this, and it didn't really float my boat, but I really like what you did with it. Did it on a big postage stamp die, and then she's got really pretty little paper to finish off the show here, or the card. Blue, green, pink, red, really cute anytime, I think. Maybe a little hard in the fall, but not much. You could do it. Add a little bit of yellow green, a dark yellow, like a, I don't know, sagey green or something. You'd have a great fall card. That's very pretty. Thank you so much. We got to spend, do you guys remember what we did on Valentine's Day? Well, we brought in our own Valentine. We brought in Jay Thomas. And he was our Valentine for the night. Kimberly Wolf, my friend from Albuquerque. So nice to have you send me a pretty card. Hope your day is wonderful. It's a birthday card. See, she's saying, I'm sorry this is cards late, and I'm showing it in April. My birthday was in February. So no worries here, Kimberly. This is gorgeous. We all like the polka dots. I know last week when Libby was on, we were talking about how often the guests say, oh, I like polka dots. Well, see why? Look how great that polka dot background is. And dyes just are good things, aren't they? They make a good looking card. And then she's got some inlay on that. That's really pretty. Very beautiful card, Miss Kimberly, and I thank you so very, very much. It's always nice to hear from you. We used to spend quite a few Zoom calls together, and I enjoyed getting to know her. Peggy I know you told me how to say your name. This is where you told me how to say your name. This is where you said it is pronounced. Isivovich. It's hiss minus the H. Isivovich. Yeah, Isivovich. Too many syllables. That's Peggy. I thank you so much for this pretty card. There should be some kind of little robot that comes in when I'm struggling with these names, and that robot says their name perfectly. This is beautiful, and thank you for the sweet note. I really appreciated getting to know you a little bit. This is real pretty paper, and then she's just, oh man, pink, 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 and another inlay. Wow. So this is the die right here, and it overlaps this pretty paper. This is another die with happy birthday gold. I feel very fancy. Look at that glimmer and shine. It's beautiful. And then inside, this is die cut out. May your birthday be as delightful as you are. Oh, that's so kind. And a pretty little flower inside that coordinates very nicely with the front. Wow, that's a great idea too. Do you all have any kind of side dies that you could use? Yeah, just call her Peggy. I think she's the only Peggy we've got right now, so just call her Peggy. I think that's good advice. Thank you, Peggy, and thank you for letting me get to know you a little bit. Pam Cousins knows what side her bread is buttered on. I don't know what that means for this in this instance, but look at that. She did some embossing with some glitter for the little piece that protects the paper because it's a little bit dimensional. By the way, members on last week's weekly update, which usually comes out on Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, I did give you lots of information on mailing in the United States. So I hope you will see that and find that helpful. So let's see what Pam Cousins is up to with this orange card. Even though she's team teal, she got a goodie bag. That's what it was. Look, it says, thank you. Have you ever seen one of these magic cards? Ooh. Oh, I forgot to say hocus pocus abracadabra. Look at there. It's stamped twice. Now, we used to try to do this without a Misty, and maybe you did that without a Misty, Pam. If you did, hats off to you and kiss your brain. But this is, we used to do it, and this acetate is slippery. And so when you tried to stamp on that acetate, I tried it once and it was horrendous. But when you stamp on the acetate, it's super slippery. You've got to have a certain kind of ink that will dry on it. And then you have to stamp again and line up your inside image perfectly with your outside image. And you did. But the colored side is, so it's really fun. This is a great card to show kids and not let them look at it very long because then they'll figure it out. But it's a very, very fun card, and I'll probably use that, Pam. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't remember what they're called, but maybe somebody else knows and they can look it up and somebody can learn how to do it. It won't be from me. I got something from the Philippines, by golly. Not only one, I got two. Now that's a cool deal right there. Oh, so jolly. this was a Christmas card, but you know, Christmas is coming just a few months away, and I am ready. This is so pretty. Philippines Christmas has not the traditional red and green. Apparently, I like it. Orange and yellow, green, and blue green. Looks like she colored that, and it's foiled. And she's got embossed snowflakes, which is probably a hoot for the Philippines. Kind of very artistic in the Philippines to be able to draw in that aspect. And oh, so jolly. And I think she used marker on the half part of making that darker. The marker to make it darker. And then she's got some beautiful gold to go with the foil. Wow, that's really a nice card. Thank you, Tina Wan Kenobi, or sometimes known as 50 Shades of Crafting. She just changed her handle recently. 50 Shades of, is it crafting? 50 Shades of, not the bad thing, but not the bad book kind of thing. But yeah, okay. And then I got a birthday card as well. Very sweet note. Thank you, darling. And look who's on it. 50 Shades of Crafting. I did have it right, Quasi Kitty. Oh my gosh. It's a sign of the apocalypse. Cute card. I love that she's got some texture in her white cardstock. Kerwin just sitting right there on top of the birthday. That's adorable. Red and white and black. It's sharp, isn't it? And then she's got a little bit of gray right in there so that he isn't completely like a black t-shirt with triangles. Oh, it's cute. Cute little die cuts too with the holes in them. I'm pretty sure that would have been in the dies. Birthday wishes. Isn't that great looking? Yeah. Well, I've got 2 for 1. Thank you, Tina once known as Tina Wan Kenobi, now known as 50 Shades of Crafting. She does remarkable cards. I see her over on, I see her in our Facebook group, but she also has an Instagram account and does her little videos and things over there. It's nice, but it's not made, her cards aren't made so I can share them on Instagram. So if you want to see them, you're going to have to look her up, but I don't remember what the name of her Instagram account is. But here is a beautiful card from Michelle Ferguson. Wow. We got a little stenciled background. Was this a Craft Roulette card? It looks like it could be. Not sure. Oh, yes, this is from Teresa's Spins. See, it looked like a Craft Roulette card. I'm thinking of you. She's got a big, I don't remember what Teresa's Spins were, but I could look them up in my Craft Roulette Creative Companion. Therese. It was A7 card, or Hippie Colors, Islands, or Christmas Island. Oh, well, yes, Christmas Island, that's a note. Islands and Wood. Oh, yes, I can see all of those things. And I had my notes handy, so I could look them up. That's very cool. So, Michelle, you did a beautiful job. This is embossed. Okay, what I think she did is she embossed this craft paper, but then she brushed it over with some white dye or some white ink. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And then this is a 5x7 card, which so was my Mary Poppins card. I really do like those. And then she's got some really pretty, I suspect they were stenciled and then cut. A little stick there. He's going to go down and get something to sit on that pretty stick. Nice diagonal flow going on there. Wow, that's a good one. Good one, Michelle. And I love that it's a Craft Roulette card. I look forward to having it up on my door all week. Thank you. Thank you for your sweet note, too. Yeah, always having fun. That's what we like to do, isn't it? I got to show you this one because it's from Stacy Cobb, and she's a calligrapher. And look at that. Oh, I know. Look at that. My name has never looked that pretty. Thank you, Stacy Cobb. And then she wrote, and look at this. She wrote a letter to me. in her calligraphy. I don't really want to have everybody read it, except that she hopefully will come to Paperganza next year. And I do like that she wrote, "Kiss your brains." Dear Mary and Mr. Producer, sincerely, Stacy Cobb. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I don't know how you do stuff like that. I'd try maybe get that first one. Maybe get that first name on a good day. And then be, whew, okay, let's see if I can do a shortcut, and then it would mess it up. But that was gorgeous. Thank you, Stacy Cobb, and I hope you can come next year, too. I hope we can do it next year. Heather Huang, which I just got great news from Heather. She had a little surgery today, and she is resting in recovery and will be going home soon for the night. So, yay, we're so glad to hear that. It's been kind of a bummer thinking of it coming up. So this was a birthday card, and it was super late. But again, here I am showing it in April. This card might be one she thought I could send it to my tea sister because she's married to a man from Taiwan. And my tea sister is my Taiwanese sister. And she thought maybe I'd like to send this to her because it's got Taiwan as an island right there. And it says hello, and she's got it on a map. That's so thoughtful. And this, she got it, let's see. The sticky note was from her trip there last year. I was going to say, what does this say up here? This says hello. And it's right there, but I'm not sure how to say it. But in Chinese, it says hello, which is very friendly. And I will try to get this sent to Monica. And I don't remember exactly where Monica is, but that's where you were. And I love the orange, of course, Heather Huang. And I am so thankful that you're doing fine. Thank you, Stephen, for letting us know. I hope you have a comfortable night and are back to singing real soon. Then I got a fun little package from Christy Danielson. She sent this pretty card and a little gift. A little dollar horse. It's a little felt dollar horse. And it was for a birthday card. She says it's late. Well, mine, see, that's the thing. I don't care if they're late. I could have gotten them today and I would have been happy. Yes. Dollar horses are little things from Sweden. And I do have a dollar horse over there that I think, let me get it. I think this was on a card that Christina Brome sent me years ago, and it's a little dollar horse. And that's a little dollar horse. But this is a little a little ornament made out of felt, and she embroidered it. It has its little halter on. That's so cute. And a very fancy mane and saddle pad. Very cute. Very sweet. Thank you. That was a nice little gift. Beautiful butterflies. I'm sure there is a name for that color combination, but I couldn't tell you what it is right now. The blue, green, orange, and violet. Hello, beautiful. I may keep this one on my mirror. Hello, beautiful. Beautiful clouds with some speckles on them. I'm looking at all the details here. And the little lines for their flight. It's fun. She did put mat it on a little bit of paper, so there's a teeny tiny little mat there. And then she did the fancy paper, this thing where you do a little copy paper inside. Christy Danielson, thank you so very much. I'll have to hang them up together for a while, at least for the week. And that is the mail for this week. Woo! That's all good mail, isn't it? Nice mail. There's more over there, but I don't mind. I do not mind getting it. Oh, there you are. Thank you. It meant a sister town to Mora. I didn't see what the woot backing up here to see what you said, Christy. I don't see what you. Okay. Yep. I know those butterflies are pretty. Oh, Tina, I just did your cards from Christmas and my birthday. So, yeah, that's very nice. You guys are all so nice. That's beyond belief sometimes. Yep. Yep, I was just talking about you, Miss Tina. Well, come on in. Get yourself a cup of coffee because it's morning in the Philippines, I think. And because you just got here in time to say thank you to our spin sponsors. This month we have fresh spin sponsors for April. We have Your Paper Insider, and they have a new box going out on the 15th. We have Waffle Flower, and I have a couple things from Waffle Flower to show you. And I saw their first release day today. They've got a little mini die for those postage. And Bella Craft Publishing, and we will be having Ann Butler on later this month to learn more about Bella Craft Publishing. And we always look forward to giving away other people's stuff. So if you want to get eligible to win some of those other people's stuff, all you have to do is send in a card using the same parameters, family friendly and all that kind of stuff, and to craftroulette.live each week. So each week, I think that ups your chances, doesn't it? Yeah, March did go fast. So, yeah, and then, of course, we will be giving away a Krog and a goodie bag each week as well. You saw that mini postage set? They had a whole bunch of silhouette stamps and landscaping stuff. And who's calling me for them? Oh, it's my daughter. Must be on her way home. And so, anyway, that's also fun. Also fun. I love it. Let's go look at some cards from this week. Here we go. How is my grandson? You mean JD? Oh my gosh. Yesterday, it was my day with him, and we had the best time. We really did. We had a wonderful day. JD, he's just over 1 now. You can send your helpful tips on feeding toddlers to me, but he and I just are buddies. It's really sweet. He laughs and plays with me now, and it's just a lot of fun. One time I got a little video of him. He sneezed suddenly, and it was I didn't know I was gonna catch a sneeze, but he sneezed and he kind of caught it, and then he just went on his own, and he's starting to put things together. It's really fun. So, bon appetit, chocolate. This is from episode 260, where I got to make a fun card. This was all with Waffle Flower, our spin sponsor this month. Envelope was our project. Toys was a color palette. Children's stories. You guys are really having a good time with that. And lists, which is probably made it a little harder, but still not too hard. That was my card. It's got delicious Your Paper Insider paper for the envelope, which was the two little triangles on the corner. And then those pretty swans. I did have a card inside of a card, but I made it into a postcard insert. So there's my little swans. I think it turned out to be a very pretty card. They did all the work. All I had to do was push it together. So Quack Quack Honk was my list. Deputy Heidi, I'm so looking forward to getting to know you. This was your 205th card. Deputy Heidi keeps us all in line, making sure that we do all the parameters on all the cards in a very, well, she makes sure I do it. She doesn't make sure you do it. She makes sure I do it. She did a vellum envelope, which is really pretty. Do you have a shakers in that vellum? I think you do. Silver, purple, orange, and yellow. How to Slay a Dragon. There were so many familiar books and some that were not familiar to me in this week. And then list lines in the background. See, it was that kind of that essence of lists there that you were so clever to do. Boy, that's a big old dragon. That's really cute, Heidi. I like how you colored. It looks like you embossed it and then colored it with markers to make it darker. Mm-hmm. Super cute. Looking forward to seeing you this summer. Don't bring the dragon. Christina Marie Holloman, Mom 10. I just cut out 5 of the kids. Looking forward to seeing you too. I caught this one caught my eye and I hadn't had time to really study it. But 107 cards later, she sent in this cute card. She keeps wanting me to case her cards on these shows. Well, here's a tip. I did not case this card. It's way too complicated. But her envelope is on back to hold one of the calendar pages. You sneaky sneak. And then she's got toy shop colors. That's a great idea. And Finding Nemo, because fish are friends. That's adorable. And it is little Nemo right there. A calendar is a list of dates. I felt like I just made a Muppet face. That's really cute. Look at all those beautiful colors. Very nicely done, Christina. Kayla Team Teal from Michigan. She did an envelope in its very own self. She's got Peter Rabbit. Love Peter Rabbit. He was such a naughty little bunny. And a list of vegetables on the sign. Isn't that cute? That is just adorable. I wonder if that is one stamp or if you masked like a boss to make that. I think it's probably one stamp, but that's really a clever way to use it. That's really cute, Kayla. How many cards have you seen? Oh, this is your third one. Wow, you're fairly new. Do you know what skewed is yet? Let's do a little review. Do you know what KYB means? You know what skewed is? I am so sorry. That it would be hard to come into this middle of the after 5 years. We have a whole culture after all. By the way, I've got on my orange pants from Hat Trick Smith. I thought it went real well with my new paper Gans t-shirt. But Kayla, this was a great idea, and I think you did a great job coloring it. The envelopes can be really tricky to color because their paper is not one that's made for many markers. So well done. Well done to take it on and make it look good. Like it. Larissa Woolley, 109. I knew she'd send in a lot of cards. She sure has. She's got a cute little idea. She's got the envelope there, stuffed a bunch of stuff in it. Looks like could be a Easter basket in an envelope, doesn't it? Peter Cottontail is her story and official rules list of April for Valley Constitution. Of April Valley Constitution. That's what you've got there. That does look like a constitution. That's cool. Okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm putting the words with the pictures. Iron Tail is a terrible it's Iron Tail. Terrible nasty rabbit who challenged Peter to an egg delivery race to be the chief Easter bunny. Oh, I hope that could be nasty stuff right there. I hope they didn't have to go down to fistipaws. That would be bad. That's too cute a card. For being a naughty bunny, I like it. He's got his own little Easter basket. Larissa, nice job. Samantha D, number 14. Oh, that's pretty. She's got an envelope involved with flowers coming out of it, I believe. It's a flower book. I added flower book. Have you seen a flower? What was that the name of a book? She used pastels you would typically see in toys for girls. That's really pretty. She added a list of sentiments. See, that was a great way to do it. Doink, doink, doink. That is a great way. And she's got some nice gingham in the back. I did make a video for this card. Wow. You can all check it out. And then she's got the YouTube list there. Well, how fun. Well done, Samantha. I will try to get that done. I would love to see that. I love seeing our videos from our friends. I do. I like that card too. She's got nice angle going on there, and the colors look good. A lot of contrast in her florals and everything. Well thought out, Samantha. I look forward to seeing that. I don't want to forget that. Barbara Foster also did an envelope. Looky there. She's got an envelope, but then she's got an envelope on for her envelope card. Legos are her primary color palette idea. Oh, that's so pretty. Legos are bright colors, aren't they? She had an envelope box card. Oh, so it sticks out like Libby's did. Oh. And her little list says plant, water, weed, and enjoy. That's a nice sentiment. And then the child's book was Strawberry Garden. I don't know that book, but I sure like that card. Strawberries look so good, don't they? With that plaid paper. I like that too, Christy. And then her little flowers have little centers of gems. Huh. This is her 99th? Is that 99th? Somebody's almost a bug clubber. Hope we get good spins for you, Barbara. I think, yeah. Lots of details on that. If you were to reconstruct that card, you would probably realize how many pieces and how much detail there is in that card. There's a lot. Oops, I covered my card. Oh, there's another card. One more. Wendy Haywood from South Australia, number 38. Happy birthday. She's got a little silhouette going on there. And she also has Winnie the Pooh in the front with Piglet. Think. Piglet's holding an envelope sent with love. Did you? You start seeing envelopes everywhere. I had a few little spilled embellishments on my mask today, and I looked and I went, oh my gosh, there is an envelope. I didn't have any idea. Pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple, all colors of toys. Winnie the Pooh, of course, is one of my most people's favorite children's stories. So charming. Winnie the Pooh is checking off lists of all invited. Looks like you wrote those. That's so smart. Nice little cloud paper in the background. Very charming. Nicely done, Wendy. Thank you all so much for getting those little wonderful inspirations to us. I mean, don't you just kind of get, like, not only your eyes get happy when you see all these cards and your little heart is like, oh, so cute, so precious. But it just go, oh, I kind of like what they did there. And I'm going to because that goes in your brain and it's not going to come back out unless you let it come back out. And it could come back out as a card. So in your future, that's a kind of a cool thing. I think it's good. You know what time it is? I don't. I do. There it is. It is time for me to steal some art. I have been watching a detective show. I have decided I do not really want to do any crime ever. But that is beside the point. Tonight I am going to steal some art from the gallery. Did we see it earlier tonight? I'll never tell. Well, the rules. Let me tell you the rules. There's rules to stealing art around here. For the Whodunit game, you guys are good. I gotta get a drink. Get my wits about me. Well, that didn't work. Object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of Whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. The details are I will be making a card based on the card from the most recent episode's gallery. My project will be inspired by the selected card, but it will not be a perfect copy. Trying to think, what was the original card look like? Yep, it won't be a perfect copy. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one match because they could be hidden, they could be changed, they could be altered, they could be sneaky. The people that are doing crimes on this show that I'm watching, they are sneaky and they do a lot of decoy stuff. Good thing I've got Decoy Duck on my side. To play the game, you must be present during the live stream to participate. You'll need to have the correct gallery on craftroulette.live open to look for clues. Yep, there it is. To solve the mystery, type at Craft Roulette. I'm gonna yawn. A little later tonight. So remember, there's 3 parts. At Craft Roulette in the chat, followed by the name of the crafter and what you believe inspired my card, or who the crafter you believe inspired my card, and the clue that you found. Be the first to solve the mystery of who done it correctly in the chat, and you'll be tonight's winner. Tell them what they'll win. Hat trick. All right, she should be in the basement. There's some bad storms around there. Well, I will fit in. I will fill in for hat trick. Nope, there it is. She says, "Catch Mary in the act and earn the most coveted prize in the Crafterverse, a Krog. That's a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift." What a girl! Thank you. Why aren't you in the basement? Okay, what else? Anything? Let's get busy stealing some art. Okay. Oh, she's in her craft room in the basement. Way to go. That is important and good. I am glad you're safe. Well, honest to Pete. Where's Hat Trick? Or not Hat Trick. She's in the basement with her in her craft room. No, Decoy's not here. I did not plan it this way. Decoy does have his own little book, but he is not in it, and that's usually where he lives. This is his little paper pond. But I will go ahead and just show you some of his scrapbook then. There he is. Yep, that was when he was filling in for McCoy Duck. There he is when he's being cool, super Mary. There he is being Alistair Duck with Waxter Piece Theater. There's Scoot. Scoot is a hybrid word for super cute. There he is on a postcard. This one says, "Don't touch that Decoy Duck dial." This one says, "Keep it fresh, homie. When it's Friday night and Craft Roulette is on, ducks craft together. Feel the salt sea air on Flying Fish Airlines. It's the only way to fly," says Decoy Duck. I forgot all about these. Oh my gosh. There he is in his house. And there he is on saying, "Stay calm." There, I think all of those were inspired by Craft Roulette parameters, but I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I hadn't looked at that in quite a while. Now, Mr. JD, if you're wanting to know, has a little book like this with a story I wrote for him about the sun and possibilities with the sun. And by golly, if I didn't get a little video of him today reading that book. Oh, so cute. And he had got it out. He got it out himself. I tell you, we are together as friends. Let's get this show on the road. All right. I've got my things right here. Like I said, I've got 19 steps. By the way, I saw Jennifer McGuire use this new product from Pear Blossom Press. Pretty cool. Okay. Get out some of my supplies. Got a new stencil from A Colorful Life Design. Isn't that cool? I gotta get my sample out. Or else I'm going to be forgetful. Okie doke. My sticky mat. Oops, wrong one. Remember when we all got these? I only got 2 at the time. And I wanted to see if I'd like them. And I do like them. I never got more, though. But they make fast work of paper ink blending. And And a little, it doesn't matter on this card so much, but oftentimes you'll be surprised by how dark your inking has become until you pick them up. I know Amy Wares, who will be joining us in May with her daughter on Craft Roulette during our Mother-Daughter Month, has a nice video about showing all of the new release from A Colorful Life Design, who is often a Craft Roulette spin sponsor and very, very nice to work with. Mary Kay, you did a good job. Have you caught me yet? There's a couple people trying. Woo! Yes, Pam Gamble. She did unbox all those. You watch all of them, don't you? Good for you. That's great. Yeah. Okie doke. I wanted to get those pieces out of the way. I was going to cut them before your very eyes, but decided not to. Well, tarnation. Where are all those things I wanted to cut? I put them somewhere else. It is just a crapshoot around here. Oh, nope, there they are. Okay, we're back on track. I wanted to, I know not everybody fussy cuts, so I thought, well, let me just give you a moment of fussy cut ideas. So here's a couple things about fussy cutting. You can always get the shape first, macro like, the big picture shape, and then come back in and clean up so that you're closer or more uniformly near your subject matter. Now, unless you are going to be doing something for somebody that's real fussy, you can have some things that are not perfect. Another thing you can do when you come back to work on these is you can, if you have a hard edge and you don't want it, you can round it. And it's so much easier to come back and fussy cut again, fussy cut big and then fussy cut little. And move your paper around. Keep it like your paper close to, not the tip, but down inside the scissors a little bit. So, and then you get pretty fast at it too. And you want to work with pretty small paper pieces, like I cut this out of a larger piece. See how far out I am? I did not go, it is not uniform. Nor am I worrying about all those little tiny leaf rough edges. I think I will go ahead and trim that up a little bit. So, rough chop kind of thing, and then dice, if you want to use some kitchen vernacular. Aren't those pretty little leaves? That's a good thing to do if you're doing leaves and you're stamping them or have die cuts or stenciling, is to come in at that base a little bit toward the top and then the tip with a darker color. It always makes it look so good. Look how pretty these little flowers are. How's everybody doing? See, I just cut off a tip. That's a tip. Cut off the tips. if you just kind of, you need to be thinking where you are going to be moving your scissors. So you have to kind of look where you are and where you're going at the same time. Kind of like driving. Driving your scissors. I never totally close my scissors. I never totally I don't ever open and start over. I just keep them a little bit closed all the time. And don't try to, and if you are trying to learn how to fussy cut, start with simple shapes and don't try to get too, oh look, there's another little cute fish. Don't try to get too in the weeds with real detail. And if you have something that's real detailed, kind of make a lobe around it if you can. If it's going to make you fussy, then that's no good. We want you to have your cutting fussy, but not you. If you get a little too close, you can always cover it with something else. That can be where you put your sequins or overlay or overlap something. Sometimes I also will cut things in half to fit under things. So that's a good way to use something that's been cut poorly. A little, or not poorly, but a little less than. That's all. Okay, well, that was what I was going to talk to you about. I like fussy cut. Okay, got myself a pile of good stuff. All right, what's next? The next thing that's not on my list is find my mini trimmer. And wow, it was where it was supposed to be. I don't know about you, but that kind of gets me very happy. Very happy. I wish I hadn't knocked over my trash. I'm just throwing stuff on the floor. See, doesn't that green look real good with the yellow green, that darker? Just so pretty. Oh, man, I woke up this morning. We did get some rain and some storms last night. Our yards were just so green. It looks like Ireland out there. And the trees are starting to get green. Oh, it was lovely. It was glorious. I love that day when that all happens. Oh, found something else to cut. See, I'm going to come back in there and trim it up. Just so it's tidier. Some people draw in pencil around it a little bit. I would find that more frustrating to me because I would feel like I would miss it more than I would hit it. So do that as you want, but that would be something that some people do. Is there anything else on that? Okay. Gosh, you guys are working so hard. And I don't mind. Doesn't bother me at all. Seriously, these guys on the detective show I'm watching, I don't know why people can spend that much energy being so deceitful. It would wear me slick. And it's not like they don't know. They know. I guess they have a reason to start, and then it just doesn't stop too easily. I won't get too moralistic here. I'm done. But seriously. Close enough. How are we doing? Are we having a good time looking in the gallery? Isn't it wonderful? I think it's wonderful. I did look through and write some messages on some of our members' cards today. I didn't get to write on everybody's, but I got a few in there. And it was just so fun. Because each one of those cards represents you playing with these parameters and having a little playtime. And I like that you get to do that. Makes me very happy. Because I know I like to do that. By the way, I did do that today. You want to see some? Well, our new spin sponsor, I went berserk with some of their products today. I made green swans, but I thought they turned out kind of fun to make green swans. And these are, remember Waffle Flower had the bears a couple years, maybe a year ago or something, but now they have swans, and the swans say open up, and they've got wonderful puns. And I just kind of wanted to make some swans, so I did. And that would be one. I got into my inner Carissa Wiley color scheme. And then this one, I made into an easel. Swans at sunset with mossy swans. Not known to many. The mossy swan. It's only seen on every blue moon. And then I made a bunch of shaker cards using one of their little stamp sets with little kitty things. And look, this is all your paper insider stuff. I love it. I actually cut into it. I use so many scraps. I forget that I have 12 by 12 paper. And I ended up getting out some 12 by 12 paper and cutting it into many, many pieces for some cards. Then this one got a little wacky. I watched Nicole Spohr make a really cool terrarium. I thought, oh, I kind of like that. And I thought, let me try that with some of Trinity's dinosaurs. And I used some of my Fancy Pants paper because I could. And I need to cut it, and it's hard to cut something this pretty. It's just hard. And so I made some Fancy Pants paper dinosaur shaker card because it's fun. It's sometimes humbling, but sometimes it's just fun. Okay, that was that. All right, back to the show. Oh, I wasn't done with this. Never mind. Well, no, do mind. I'm the only one that's not minding around here because I'm the crook. Inkwell spin better. Will Inkwell spin better get away with it tonight? Yes, I will. He will, she will, I don't know who will. Here's a tip. Here's another tip. When you're putting together a cluster, don't put your glue clear out to the edges if you can help it. Now, if you can't help it and you have to, go ahead. But that way you can stick things underneath it, or just don't glue right away. That's a good one too. Whew. Is that one I usually follow? No. You can always come back in and put glue underneath something. If you know how to hold your tongue just right. Did you recognize some of this paper? This is from the Relatively Thoughtful this month's release. Sally, are you screaming? It was so cute. I may even put this in the challenge. I don't know. I've never done that. Never in my long-legged life. Long legs. My legs are so short. I saw a lady one time walking in front of me, and I thought, oh my gosh, she has the shortest legs. And then I realized we were the same height. Then I decided she was very, very cute. She was a very cute little thing. I don't know where my bone folder is, so we'll do our fingernail folder. Oh, that surprised me. That did. It surprised me. I see who got me. Well, I'm going to keep working for a few minutes. But the pressure's off. I'm going to jail. So I did print this myself, and one thing I did was print one of the pages off in black and white on copy paper accidentally, but it's pretty, isn't it? So I'm going to use that for a mat. I have been caught. Did I give you too many hints? Shee. I hadn't even gotten to the good part. Where I thought you'd catch me. Jeez Louise, caught again. Well, you guys, you can still look in. You can still try to catch me, even though you can't win the Krog. You can still look in the gallery. And you don't know who got me yet either. So it's going to get easier here pretty soon. Now, on my sample, I did not make it like this quite, so I don't know if this is going to work, but I think it is. There's another step that I didn't do quite the same on my sample, but I think it's going to work. Now, here's the thing. I want a certain look on this piece, but I'm not going to do it yet. I just remembered I'm not going to do that quite yet. So, do I have that little tiny piece? I do not. Okay, then I'm not going to do this little piece since I got caught. What the heck? But I wanted to make this piece have some scallops. I also wanted to make it a special kind of scallop. So, what do crafters do when they need to craft something that they do not have? They make something up. So, what I did was take this piece of copy paper. I knew how big I wanted it, folded it in half, cut the angle, and then punched out a bunch of circles, and starting up here went along there and then traced the lines for those scallops. And I've never done it in a point before. I've done it in lines, like borders. This is going to be one of those things, and it probably is not going to be perfectly cut either. And I believe it won't hurt me. And that's the truth. Edith Ann. Yes, I do have this. So we'll see. Look, it's scalloped. You could do it with different sizes too if you were so inclined. Wouldn't that be cute for a little flap in a journal? Or the next time we get envelope. Or just because. Sorry, I sounded bitter like I got caught. I did. Okay, so this is going under here. This is going down, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crackers and crafties. Are you feeling like you know who you are? That I think caught me? Come on, come on. Are you feeling pretty smug? Bug? I think I can cut that little corner out. It will be better. Okay, come to Mama. Here we go. Okay, we're overthinking this. Watch what I do. I'm overthinking, and I'm going to live. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad idea. I just want it to that top of that purple. Yes, I'm making the easy hard. That's what I like to do sometimes. Okie doke. Oops. I tucked when I shouldn't have tucked. I tucked when I shouldn't have had it extended. Look at that, cute. Whoopsie. Out you go. Out you go. Yeah, I did. It was a cute card that I cased. And it was a formidable a person who caught me. She's caught me before. She's a heck of a detective. And I think I am going to go ahead and reveal whose card I cased and who's the rascal that caught me. And then I'll show you the rest. Oops, I got glue. As long as we're closable and opposable, we are. All right, let's see. Who's that? Who's that artist I stole tonight? It was Rebecca Craft Therapy. She thought this was challenging because her scan and cut was out of commission. She had to fussy cut everything. So I thought, hey, I can fussy cut and I can talk about fussy cutting and that will be a good thing. And so she enjoyed it though and had fun with it. There is my card in the finished. Well, this one actually goes inside. This goes up. It's one of those cards that are also envelopes. They're fun. We used to have them a long time ago, and they're very fun things to have. So how are our cards the same, and how are they different? Well, let's look. She made the envelope be her card. So did I. And I did the same pattern. By golly, I did the same doggone pattern. She used superhero colors. Well, I did too, sort of, except plus purple, which I found some images. And the superhero color, the superhero were kind of retro. These were kind of retro colors for that. But then they had buildings that were purple. So that's how I got that. Her children's story were Wonder Woman and Batman. Well, I think Mary Poppins is a bit of a Wonder Woman and can fly like Batman. Does he fly? I don't know. But I thought Mary Poppins is quite a Wonder Woman. Her lists are why her birthday card is late. And I looked it up, and you can have a list of one thing. So just a spoonful of sugar. I put the X like she had it, and a couple little drawings such as she had around her card. And it's a list of one. I mean, if you start with a list of 10 and you get 9 things done, 1 is all that's left, right? So that was, that's my card. And then I've got the little medicine bottle down here, a little strip of that purple, which I don't know. Maybe I still have some. And then added some flowers and leaves. So that was my card. That was her card. Crazy Kitty got me. Crazy Kitty gets me often. Very nicely done, though. Wow, congratulations. And I will send you one of these. And we'll see how it goes through the mail. Yeah. It won't, you know what? One thing is, when that opens, it's going to rip. How am I going to do that? I guess I'll just have to tape it down on the outside. Well, that's the way it is, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Thank you, Rebecca Craft Therapy, for sending in your card. This was her, I forgot how many. But it wasn't her first, that's for sure. But she had a lot. She had really cute cards in her little repertoire, and we're glad to have her join us as usual. So we do want to say thank you to and congratulations to Crazy Kitty. There's those beautiful, beautiful members that I'm always talking about. Thank you guys for joining us and staying true blue. I know sometimes people have to drop out and come back in, and it always warms my heart when I see you come back in. I know that I'd have to ask Mr. Producer, but we've almost been a whole year on our membership site off of Patreon. So, thank you, Christina, for a very nice case. I wouldn't even try to do your card, Christina. Not this last week, but it was fun to have it in the gallery. There were, or where we were looking. So that was nice. But there's so many over there. But I know that I don't know. I think we went to our own membership site in May, as I recall. So it's been an amazing thing how many people have transferred from Patreon. Don't miss it. I really am thankful that Stephen built this wonderful site for us. I do an update usually on Sunday evening. I try to put a little information that would be fun or helpful or informative. I will be doing some laboratory for April soon, and a scrapbook class real soon for April as well. I've got several ideas. One thing I try to, if there's something that isn't working and you're making it, and it's made, at least I've made it too hard, and I'm trying to make it too fancy and all this. I've just thrown that to the wind this month. And just throw in a whole bunch of stuff. You're just going to have to bear with me that I'm I'm talking about this. Now I'm talking about this. But yeah, too much. It's to make things too hard. So what do we have going on? We have a member call, an all-member call this Saturday, Central Time. It will start at Central Daylight Time at noon. If you've never been on a Zoom call with us, we would love to have you join us and introduce yourselves to us. I try to fit in as many as I can within about 2-3 hours. And if you have been on many Zoom calls, we'd love to have you there to be a smiling, warm face and chat with people in the chat as well. But we'll try to get to the folks that we've never met first. And that's always, I love putting faces and personalities to names in the chatterbox. It's a real treat. And then we do have a call after Friday night show where we get to have Mary Polanco join us. It's been since we didn't even have 100 episodes when she was on the first time. So it's been a long dry spell without Mary. I keep getting emails from Mary and going, what did I send myself? So easily confused. So anyway, thank you, members, and see you Friday night if you're silver and above. See you, anybody, on Saturday. And then, I guess next Monday, we also have a gold call. So there you go. We're a busy group. Busy, but not everybody comes to all of them. Let's give a big old kiss to our Nog. Thank you, Sally, for great products. I hope you like what I did with them. And let's give y'all a big old cheer. Safe tonight, America. It's nasty weather the next few days. And we will see you soon on Craft Roulette and then next week on In Review. Let us know how you're doing. Take care, Heather. Bye-bye.